pastors, we don't like going after young people because they don't tithe.
That's right, that's right.
If the church is filled up with youngsters and they don't have no money to give, this is a waste of time.
All right.
So young people see us as pimps.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you hustling my grandmother.
That's right.
Because she loved Jesus.
That's right.
So is preaching now a business? And we are in competition with one another who can build the biggest church, have the biggest number of people that are doing nothing?
That's true.
Go ahead, brother.
See, this is the sickness of the mind that the enemy has imposed on us through an education that was never meant to free us, but to train us how to fit into their world. But today, he's already let you go. He has nothing more for you to do. And every day he's making a robot something. Well, at least musicians, we could play, we could sing, we could dance. Today they've made electrical equipment. So we don't need the flute player, we don't need the horn player, we don't need the harpist, we don't need a trumpet player. We hit a button and it sounds like a trumpet. Well, there go our job. We can't record anymore. It's all electronic. Huh? Soon they'll have a robot to dance. You saw, maybe you didn't see it, but I saw it the other night. You know, we have some fine-looking black women that are the top models. Now they're taking white women and giving them a black face and letting them model. Well, what does that mean? No more Tyra. It's over, baby. Can't you see, brothers and sisters, if we don't strike out now to do something to help ourselves, we are lost. So in concluding this, and I would try to take questions for a minute, I think we should meet and we should take a hard look at the educational system. How many of us in this room are educators? You are key people. But you and I have to look at the system. Because the philosopher that we studied in our school to become an educator is Dewey. And Dewey was a white supremacist. And at the root of Western education is the idea of white supremacy. I'm not blaming them. I can't fault them for putting their image all over the world and making everybody bow to that. I fault us in the day of enlightenment for allowing that to continue. Some of you are pastors. And you still have a white Jesus up in your church. Now, I'm sorry, Reverend, he wasn't white. So now if he's black, you don't want him no more?
Tell the truth.
You have that much hatred for yourself? And you feel that, oh my God, if I take that white image down, my white fellow pastors, they won't give me nothing. See this gimme. So you're a slave. You're not free.
All right.
If you can't preach that Jesus was a man of color, well, of course, the argument is, what difference does it make? Well, it must have made a difference why they made him white. Jesus' color is not important. It's his word. But the promoters of that image were promoting white supremacy in religion. like Dewey and those were promoting white supremacy in education. And it's promoted in the system of jurisprudence. Everywhere you look, it is that. How do you break free from that and free your people? Jesus said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. What kind of truth should you know that will really set us free? See, do you know who you are? Oh, that's so big. Because if I took a picture of this room right now, and I know my brother's a humble brother, but if I took a picture of the rostrum and I showed him the picture, he wasn't looking for her first. I'm saying, how did I look? I mean, it's natural to see yourself. The problem in education is our children don't see themselves in what they're studying. So they become disinterested in learning something that is about white people.
That's right.
When in reality, everything they're studying has a root in black people. And this is not racism.
That's the truth.
I would not dare waste anybody's time trying to be a racist. But that's not a bad word, if you understand it. What do you mean, Farrakhan? Well, race is the main word, right? Ist, I-S-T, is the suffix. It tells us the degree of commitment and the degree of proficiency of the person in the main word. For instance, I am a violinist. I've dedicated my life to the violin. I've become proficient at it, and I'm known by it, so they call me a violinist. Well, this one has studied chemistry, become proficient. He's a chemist. Other one is a physics professor. He's a physicist. Well, I like art, and so I'm an artist. And if I love my race, and I want to work for my race, and I devote myself to the uplift of my race, then you could, in that context, call me a racist. But if, in my love of my race, I deprive another race of what God intends for them, that's not racism, that's wickedness. See? Everybody should love who they are. Everybody should want to see the people that gave birth to them lifted. Everybody should want to use their gifts, skills, and talents to help themselves, their family, their people. Then you grow to others and the world. But since the connotation of racism is that it is an evil thing, so I won't use my absolute knowledge of the term. I'll just say it's not good. We're not racist. But our people need to have a healthy regard for themselves. What you're witnessing is self-hatred manifested in our young people killing one another.